back to New Bits with Vac Vinnie. Thank you so much for returning. If you're a regular listener, if this is the first time you're tuning into the podcast, thank you so much. We appreciate you giving us a shot.
Grazie.
That's right. For those of you who have been listening to the podcast since the beginning, you know, Vac and I have been talking about doing this episode for a long time. So
Yes.
Here we are. We are going to simulate what it's like in the green room after a comedy show, where comics are having a few drinks. The waitresses come by. Hey, can I get you guys anything? Sure, I'll have a blank, which we're not going to say what we're drinking because they're not giving us any money, Vac.
No.
Right? You give us a little money.
All I say is it's bourbon.
And I got scotch. Yeah. That's right.
Vac and I. Wild.
But you know what? You guys know we're Italian. We're whiskey. We're whiskey men.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But then we're trying to replicate, the way comedians write material too. Like a lot of times, it's like we've been doing. You sit down, 2 or 3 comedians, you bang some ideas out, you go. Sometimes you're sitting in a green room after a show or at a bar after a show and you got a few pops going and you're talking about jokes and you write stuff that way. Sometimes we should do one where we're at a diner.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great idea.
We should do one from a diner.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That's such a great idea. Yes.
We'll do it from a diner and we'll sit there and we'll order like a late night after show.
Oh my God.
Right?
Dude, so many times. So many times.
So
after
that's
the
it.
show with comedians.
Diner. What's that?
I was just saying so many times after the show with comedians.
Yeah,
let's go get something to eat. You're having a moon's over my hammy.
Exactly.
And you're discussing a new bit. Yeah, so many times.
It happens all the time. Some of my best memories of comedy was when I was starting out years ago doing open mic nights on Long Island. And I'm telling you, every single time we did a show, 5 or 6 of us would go to the local diner on Long Island. There were diners in diners. That's how many diners there are.
Yeah.
We'd go into a diner, we'd sit, order something to eat, and go over the show.
Oh, yeah. Me too, buddy. Dude,
we have to do a diner episode.
I mean, you want to know something, It's you and I, or maybe the people that are listening think that's like, that's really unique. Literally, that's every comedian's experience.
That's exactly right.
It's a lot of people ask comedians, how do you get started? We've all started the exact same way.
Yeah.
Went up on an open mic night, gave it a shot, liked it, came back the next week, came back the week after that. It's funny. There's literally there's no other way to get into this business. It's usually it's the exact same way.
You got to do it. You got to get on stage. And you know what else I think we should do? A diner episode. And I think we're talking about this, a driving episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll just set the camera up on the windshield.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll run over material. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the different ways comedians come up with bits. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Tonight is the drinking episode.
This is the drinking in the green room episode.
Hey.
Salute.
Salute.
So, Vac, before we get into the meat of this podcast, I wanted to let you know that we had a banner week over here at the New Bits podcast. We had an email and a listener review.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're both from the same person.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
What are you going to do? So they wrote a listener review. We got a listener review, and the email was a request not to read the name.
Ah.
Yeah. So we're going to honor that request.
Okay.
And we're just going to read the review. Here it is. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 5 stars, Vac.
Nice.
The title is intriguing with an exclamation mark.
Oh, that's key. That's it. All right.
Yeah. And here's the review. It's like being a fly on the wall, listening to a couple of comedians riffing back and forth about jokes. Vac and Vinnie are very likable and funny. Highly recommend.
Hey, look at that.
I like
Now,
that.
I appreciate that. And I can tell that they were listening, not watching, or they would have said, very handsome.
That's right. Right.
So they're listening. But that's fine.
That's fine.
Right?
That's fine.
That's salute.
That's fine.
That's salute.
So thank you for that review.
Mm.
That is so appreciated. I can't tell you how much we love the positive reviews, but Vac and I will read anything you write on a social media platform.
That's right.
Or on a podcast platform. We don't care.
That's exactly right.
We do not. We will read it. Okay. So,
That's right.
and if you request your name not to be said, we'll honor that.
We'll honor it
because that's what we do. We honor.
That's yeah. Nobody likes a rat. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say names. Right.
So what else? So that's it, man. Let's
all right.
Let's get into this. So it's after the show. Vac and I have just done a set. Let's set a little atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Oh, dude, Vac, your set was awesome, man. You killed.
I don't know. Thanks, but I don't know. I got to work a few things. Got to clean some things up, man. I don't know.
Oh man, see, you're being too critical. No, you're being too critical. You were awesome, dude. You killed. I mean, I've never seen you so loose up there. It was great. Great set, thanks. Bro. Great set.
That was my bourbon.
Yeah.
But how'd you like that new joke you did?
Yeah, it was all right. It went all right. Table 42 wouldn't shut up. I think that was that the bachelor party, the bachelorette party?
Bachelorette party.
Yeah, I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
The dick straws.
Yeah, I had to kick them out. Sorry.
And they all act like they're the only ones who ever done that.
Yeah.
Every bachelorette party has done that.
They were disrupting the show the whole night, and they had the nerve to look surprised when I got security. So.
Teresa's getting married.
Yeah, right.
Fucking asshole.
You're getting married, but no one here, while they were getting ready for the show, said, "Oh, I hope there's a bachelorette party in the room."
Yeah.
Well,
I have no material.
We paid $35 for these tickets. No. So anyway, Vac, I got this idea for this bit, and I was wondering if what you think of it. So here it is. It's a bit that I know has been beaten to death. It's been beaten to death, and I'd like, yeah, brother. I still got look. I got a tall boy. I'm still.
You got a tall boy. You got a tall boy.
Yeah. So I know it's an idea that's been beaten to death, but I'd like to beat it a little more. And I think it's not me who came up with the twist, but there's a twist that I witnessed that I think will be interesting to people.
Okay.
So I'll reveal that at the end, but here's the basic premise, and it's people who believe in mythological creatures.
All right.
For instance, Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out there who actually believe that this Bigfoot exists. We've seen the TV shows, Finding Bigfoot. Do you know that Finding Bigfoot? And by the way, let me preface this for both those who are listening and for you, Vac. This is not jokes right here. This is just ideas that I wrote down for something that I want to make jokes about. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spill this all out to Vac, and him and I are going to see if we can make it funny.
Okay.
And that's the whole point of this podcast.
Right. So, let's do it, man.
Yeah. So yeah. Dude, did you know that there was a show on, I forget which channel it was on. That is something that I should have, that I should know. I'm going to put the logo of the TV show right here.
That's impressive.
You like that? That's called editing in post. Anyway, they had this show on, I think it was for 10 years. It was called Finding Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they never found this thing.
No.
Never found it. And they kept they kept audiences hooked for 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how nuts these people are. These people that believe in these mythological creatures like Bigfoot. Now, I don't know if are you a believer in Bigfoot?
I, I would have to say no,
Yeah. See,
because I
I'm the
think it
same
would have
way.
been found
I
already.
have the same way. If there was a line in Vegas,
Yeah.
I'd bet no.
Yeah.
I would bet no.
Yeah.
And I would bet no every week, you know? But there's, you know, there was a show, Finding Bigfoot, for 10 years, 10 seasons of this. And people would tune in every year, like, oh yeah, this is going to be the season.
This is it.
This is it. This is where they find Bigfoot. And on the show, they had these Bigfoot experts. Dude, can you imagine being an expert in something that's not tangible? I mean, how do you become a Bigfoot expert?
Dude, I don't know. Yeah. How do you become a Bigfoot expert? Do you just like? What do you?
I've read a lot of books about. I've read a lot of books about Bigfoot, so I have really good opinions about this thing. What makes you a Bigfoot expert that you get to host this show? You know what? The balls on these
it's
people.
like, how has nobody actually seen it yet? I know they had the video. I think they named it Ann or Teresa, the video, that famous picture and all that from years ago.
Yes.
But that's it? Like, that's it?
That's what they're going on, dude. That thing alone has sparked this entire, what's it called? Craze. This entire craze about this mythological creature, you know, and you know, I just don't understand it.
Okay, so I'm thinking of a couple things. Every time they seem to tell you something, you go, yeah, but didn't you? Okay, for instance, I did a cruise recently, and there were like 200 people who were part of a Bigfoot believer group on the ship. Yeah,
really.
And I met a bunch of them, very nice people and all that. And they would adapt, do things during the day. And then this is up in Alaska, and off the ship they go, and there'd be different little things they would go do, and Bigfoot experts and all that stuff. And this one couple that I had become friendly with told me that somebody did an experiment somewhere, I don't know, somewhere up north there, right? And they took bait, some kind of meat. They put it at the top of a tree. Then they wrapped double-sided tape around the tree all the way up. And the next day they came back, and the bait was gone, but they had hair from whatever this creature was on the double-sided tape. And they did a DNA analysis, and the DNA analysis said the mother of this creature was Asian, the father was an unknown species. So I said to them, well, what did the camera show?
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry, Vac. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the unknown species raped an Asian?
Hey, nobody's saying rape. All we're saying is the father was an unknown species.
Okay.
The mother was a hooah.
It was a hooah.
The mother was Asian, and the father was an unknown species.
Okay, so what did the camera show? Go ahead.
Oh, there were no cameras.
Oh, of course.
I'm like, I'm out. I'm
Dude,
out.
See, that's the thing. It's
right.
always the flimsiest evidence. It's always like I was watching this, like, and here's what sparked this whole thing for me. When I was in Birmingham a couple of weeks ago, I when I'm getting ready for the show, I pop the TV on. Whatever channel it's on, it stays on, okay? Unless it's, something ridiculous, But if it's a show, I'll watch it. Mm-hmm. Just so happened to be The Unexplained with William Shatner. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
dude. First of all, I love William Shatner. Okay,
Who
because
doesn't?
who doesn't? He doesn't take himself seriously. That's what I love about the guy.
Brilliant.
But you
Yeah.
got to see him in this show. You got to see him in this show. He's classic Shatner. He's just so serious. And then they saw the real, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
He takes it so seriously.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so they were doing an episode on the chupacabra. You know about the chupacabra?
Yeah.
It's supposedly this wolf thing. It's always the flimsiest evidence. And the thing that they were talking about on this show was they found this half decayed body of an animal they couldn't identify.
Mm-hmm.
And it had 38 teeth. Oh, but it looked like a wolf, but it only had 38 teeth. A wolf has 42 teeth. But this one only had 38 teeth. And there was like gong gong. Like that's supposed to mean something to us.
Yeah.
Like it didn't bite into a bone and break a couple of teeth.
Right. Right.
It only had it's always the flimsiest evidence like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the camera didn't happen to be on.
Right.
This hair is it's half Asian and we don't know what else. Really?
Yeah. Wouldn't you have thought if they put this bait up in this tree and they lined it with double-sided tape, they would have had cameras there? It wouldn't that have been basic? Even more important than the double-sided tape?
Shit. Yeah.
Like, I can't get behind it. Like I can't
either.
I can't get behind it if that's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this show, this Finding Bigfoot show. It lasted for 10 seasons. It lasted for 10 seasons. And they never found him. Now that's either a testament to the type of morons that live in this country that watch this stupid shit, or the producers are just badasses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just badasses. They know how to make a show that just hooks you and keeps you. But I can't see. Our time is limited. We got very limited time we got to pick and choose, man. And Finding Bigfoot's not even on the list.
Not even close to a priority.
Not even close, right? Not even close to being on the list. So, I can't even research it for this bit. It's just something so ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
So these people were going with double-sided tape as their scientific evidence.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to get all excited, like, oh, wow, tell me more.
Yeah, that's their proof. Get out of here. Here's another thing I wrote down. Back. Imagine the dude that pitched this show to the network. Who the hell was this guy? It must have been Zig Ziglar. He was the guy that pitched the show, the greatest salesman on the face of the planet. Hey, listen, guys, listen. We're going to do a show. It's called Finding Bigfoot. Oh, you guys are going to find Bigfoot? No. But we're going to make people believe. 10 years, 10 episodes a season. What could they have possibly been showing people? See, now I have a theory. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking the same thing. Like, one episode must end with like the double-sided tape story. One season.
That was the cliffhanger on one of the seasons. Yeah.
And then at the end they go, the bait's gone, and what's this on the double-sided tape? It was probably a leg of a cockroach.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That crawled up and a wing.
Yeah, of an Asian cockroach.
An Asian cockroach, half Asian. Right. That's what they must do. And I'm telling you, I think your producer theory is correct. I think these producers know exactly how to get people hooked, and hooked for good.
Yeah. And that's an art, man.
After one season, when you say, I got something else to do.
Yeah.
10 seasons?
Yeah. After one season, yeah.
Yeah.
After 9 and then tuning in for 10, bro, it can't be the same people.
You wonder, like, to keep that show successful, it has to be making money.
It has to.
People have to be watching it. So how many trailer parks are there? That any trailer parks that go?
Right. Yeah.
We got the trailer park market locked in here?
Like, yeah. Well, here's my other theory. My other theory is this. Let's take a sip. Salute.
Hey, salute. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Here's my other theory. My other theory, and this isn't the twist yet. We're still riffing about Bigfoot. My other theory is this. Some things exist solely, and this is just a theory, bro, solely as a means of laundering money. I saw a shop. I was in a mall in Alpharetta, Georgia. Okay, I'm in a mall, and there was a store, and it was just socks. That's all they sold in that store was socks.
Wow.
I'm dead serious. Just socks. And I said to myself, that is a place that's owned by the mob.
Yeah.
And they're laundering money through that store.
Laundering money.
When you want to get socks, where do you go?
I don't go Kohl's, mall.
You go to Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, you
go to Sears, you go to J.C. Penney's, you go to Macy's, you go to a store, you go to a department store. You might even go to CVS. They got socks, but you don't go. Yeah, but you do not go. Let me go to Just Socks in the mall.
Yeah,
and get my.
Was anybody inside the store?
What?
Was anybody shopping?
There was nobody in that store.
Yeah, it's a mob. Yeah, they're laundering money.
Dude, that's laundering money. That's laundering money.
Walter White's in the back. Yeah.
Fuck.
Talking to Tony Soprano. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Finding Bigfoot, that's my theory about that show. That network was laundering money through Finding Bigfoot.
Had to be.
We're showing a loss here. This is a loss. No one's watching this show. Or everybody's watching this show and they're laundering money through that show. Dude, I can't imagine anybody with half a brain.
What if it was like the producers where they deliberately made a bomb and it became a hit?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The producers.
Yeah. See, that's another theory. I didn't even think of that one. That's another theory. That's a whole other angle I didn't even think of. Yeah. They're trying to write a bomb.
What if they were trying to write a bomb as a tax write-off?
We need to write it off. Yeah.
We need to write it off. There's no Bigfoot. Yeah. And they go, we were 7th last week. 7th. The next week. We're 5th. 5th. Make it worse. Do something. Like, it's almost like one of those things where could that have been a show that was like a car wreck where someone says, "Don't look over there." The first thing you do is look.
Yeah.
Like the people sit there and go, "Did you see that show last night, Finding Bigfoot?" No, you watched that? Yeah, it was horrible. I can't wait to see it next week. Then the other person's like, "I missed the first episode. I got to get her." Could it have been that bad?
It's okay if you didn't see the first episode. You ain't missing shit. Just go second episode. You're caught up.
Yeah, we just put some double-sided tape up on episode 1.
See, that's a great angle right there. They're trying to write a bomb like the producers.
And it was a hit. It was so bad. It was a hit.
Let me tell you, dude, 10 seasons, that's a hit. 5 seasons, it goes into syndication. 10, that's a hit. Right? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right. It's like those. I hate like hell.
I mean, not so much on on basic cable shows because they only do 10 episodes.
Right.
But for the syndication, but on regular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I had a thought and I forgot it already.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. I'll watch this episode and I'll remember it and I'll call you.
Okay. See, that's the problem with the drinking episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one problem, that's it. And that's the only problem.
That's the one problem. Oh, I wrote this down. These are just thoughts. Every season there's a crowd of people waiting for the next season going, this is the year, man. This is the year. See, I don't believe that. I do not believe there were people waiting for this show. I can't listen, I have a lot of faith in the and I guess the species, the human being species. Mm-hmm. I do not believe that this was a money laundering operation. There was nobody watching this show. I can't believe it. Okay, so I have more stuff here. It goes further.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's the same thing. It's the same thing with every single one of these, I guess, mythological creatures. And I know there's going to be people out there who are going to be angry at me for calling them mythological creatures. But I'm sorry, I can't get on board. I want to believe in this stuff. I really do. Don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Me too. I want to believe there's a Bigfoot out there. I just can't. Okay. I remember the first Bigfoot kind of controversy thing I watched was do you remember when you were young, Vac, you would go to the movies and there was a curtain and the curtain would open up and then it would show you like some kind of movie, and then they would show the previews, and then they would show the movie that you were watching.
Right.
The first thing I ever saw about Bigfoot, dude, I must have been 4 or 5 years old. And it was this thing in front of something about one of those Disney movies, Escape from Witch Mountain or something. And it was a Bigfoot documentary. And it came before the previews.
Oh, wow.
So think of how far back that is.
Yeah.
I'm, 5, 6 years old? And people are talking about Bigfoot, and we still got no evidence of Bigfoot. Come on, man, let it go.
You didn't hear me. On some double-sided tape, there was some hair. The mother was Asian, and the father was unknown species. That's good enough for me. How low is their bar? But that's what they're gonna. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
They're dedicating their life. We got a piece of hair on some double-sided tape underneath some bait, and it's unknown species is the father. Right. How low is the bar for? Is there a scientist going? Hang on a minute. You got those double-sided tape?
Hang on.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
I'm all in.
What was the bait? Do you remember what the bait was?
No, they just said bait. So who knows?
Bait,
chicken or something, yeah.
Of course. It's always the flimsiest shit. Always the flimsiest shit.
From Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what else? I mean, how low is their bar? So I'm thinking a couple of things like these other mythological creatures like the New Jersey Devil, right? You ever hear that one?
I heard that one. I heard of that one. I don't know much about it.
All I know is it's a hockey team.
Yeah.
All I know. Right. It's some creature, but they named the hockey team. He got a hockey team named after him, so he must be something.
Hockey named after him. Is that true? Is that true? The creature, the hockey team was named after the creature?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The mythological creature, the Jersey Devil.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I thought it was named after, I thought it was like Satan. I thought they were
No,
the New Jersey Satans. No,
the New
oh, that's
Jersey
interesting.
Devil. Yeah.
That's going to change a bit I used to do about the devil. Yeah.
Oh,
So
lives in New
I
Jersey.
was going with as far as these mythological creatures are concerned. I was going with Loch Ness. Like, can you imagine the people that believe in Loch Ness?
Loch Ness.
There's
That's a
a
good one.
dinosaur living in this lake
In Scotland.
in Scotland. There's a creature living in this lake, and it's just, oh, we've seen a couple of shadows rise out of the lake, so we believe there's this dinosaur in this lake. And it's the same thing with the chupacabra. It's this like wolf-like creature.
Yeah.
It's always the flimsiest evidence. Oh, it has 38 teeth instead of 42, like a regular wolf. And
Yeah.
that what that's proof?
He didn't floss. Move on.
He didn't flop. That's
That's it.
it.
Lost a
There
few
you
teeth.
go. End of episode.
He didn't water pick. That's
Yeah.
all.
So here's the other one. And there's another one. There's, I mean, and I know that you've heard all of these. Ghosts. There's all these shows about ghosts. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can almost get on board with ghosts, but at the bottom line on the whole thing is, who cares? Who cares? Because there's never, ever, 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 ever. Let's just say that ghosts exist. Here's the ghost.
Here's the ghost. Salute. Here's you, Casper.
Salute. Let's just say that ghosts exist. And Vac, I hear you. And Vac, if you know anything to the contrary, let me know. But I don't believe that there has ever, 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 ever in the history of the world, ever, 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 ever been a documented story about a ghost hurting someone.
I don't know of one.
There's never been any physical contact. There's never been any there's a ghost that's haunting my house and he killed my child, so I'm worried he's going to kill me next. There's nothing. I mean, at least with Loch Ness, with Bigfoot, with Chupacabra, that's a dangerous animal that could possibly harm you.
Yeah.
So there's a reason to possibly maybe even fear the existence of such a thing. Who cares? Oh, it's cold over there in that corner.
I'll turn the heat up. I'll put on Jesus Christ.
Turn the heat up. Who cares? Oh, I feel a presence in this corner. Who cares?
Who cares? You know, I think what scares people about ghosts is just the fact that some people, I know a few people who I trust, who swear to me they've seen a ghost. Swear to me they've seen a ghost, and they don't tell people about it because people go, wow, you're crazy, you're nuts. But it's frightening. And there's one person that I know very well told me that she saw a ghost of a little boy about 7 years old in an apartment she used to live in years ago. And then she moved out of the apartment, and years went by. She runs into an old friend of hers. Oh, where you living? He goes, I live in this, whatever the building was, somewhere downtown, whatever. She goes, I used to live in that building. Years ago, I lived in that building. And he said to her, did you see the little boy?
Oh, shit.
And she went, oh, my God. So you too? And he went, yeah. And only because they knew each other, he trusted her to say that. And she, they knew each other. And there's a few people I know that go, no, I saw a ghost. I've seen ghosts. Now, maybe it's because they're more open to it. I don't know. But why is a ghost scary? Like you said, now, if you saw a little boy, you'd go like, hey, kid, are you all right? Are you lost? You wouldn't be frightened of it, right? But It's a ghost, so you're like, ah! It's the unknown. Anyway, the long and short of it was she did research, found out a little boy had died in that building. 7 years old. Described them, and she goes, oh, my God, that's the ghost I saw. So anyway, my point is, I think it's because that shouldn't be there. Like, there shouldn't be ghosts. Haven't you moved on to the next dimension or whatever it is.
And you want to know something, Vac? When I hear things like that, it strengthens the idea. Oh, okay, yeah, I can get behind this a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
I can get behind this. Okay, yeah, okay, they exist. Okay, wow, and that right there, that story that you just told, that's. I mean, how do you argue with that? How you cannot argue with that? These are two people with separate lives, saw the same thing and the same apartment, and then there's proof that this kid died in this apartment, and it all adds up, and it's irrefutable. Okay, yeah, they exist. Okay, ghosts exist.
yeah.
I'm on board, bro.
Yeah.
I hear stories like you just told, and I go, whoa, that's freaky, and I believe it. But who cares? There's never been a documented episode or situation where they hurt you. So who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, right. I mean,
go find Bigfoot.
Go find Bigfoot.
Go find.
If everyone would just focus on Bigfoot, we'd find him.
Yeah, if everybody
stop with the ghost.
Stop fucking around with Loch Ness and ghost.
These people with the ghost, the equipment they have to look for ghosts, it's so advanced, it's unbelievable, right? Temperature, audio, all this shit. And all we got for Bigfoot is double-sided tape, and I'm supposed to buy into this shit?
Dude, that's funny. All they got for Bigfoot was...
You know what I mean? Yeah. You can just tell a story. They wrapped this double-sided tape around a tree, put bait up top. The next day they came back, there was hair on the double-sided tape. I'm like, what the camera show? Like, cameras? God damn it! Why didn't we bring cameras? You know what I think it is? It just hit me as I'm telling you this. The people that I met that were part of this group, they like to hit it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're all stoners going out looking for Bigfoot, and they forget vital equipment like cameras. They've got chicken, they got bacon, and they got double-sided tape. But Taylor, who was supposed to bring the camera equipment, was like, dude, oh, for God.
Oh, dude.
So they've got all this crap. I mean, I'm telling you, if they just put cameras out, deer show up. I see Bambi. I see a rabbit. I see Bugs Bunny shows up in the camera. Bigfoot never shows up.
Never shows up. We got his hair. We got his hair.
His mother was a hua.
All right. Dude, that's funny. All right, so that's great. Okay, here's the twist. Okay, so we've all heard people joke about, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. We've all seen people joke about, I don't believe in Bigfoot. I don't believe in Loch Ness. Blah, 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 blah. This is, and you want to know something? I just wanted to beat it down a little more. So I'm not afraid to beat it down a little more. But here's the twist that I think makes this unique. And I don't know if you've seen this or not, but each group, the Bigfoot group, the Loch Ness group, the Chupacabra group, the Ghost group, the UFO group, that's another group we didn't even cover tonight, but the UFO group, each group thinks the other one's crazy.
Yes, I was going to say that, yes.
They all think the other one's crazy. Like the Bigfoot people think the UFO people are nerds. They all think, oh, they just like Star Trek. They think they're all Neo from Matrix, and then the UFO people think the Bigfoot people are all cavemen, these idiots. They just drink beer and go out in the woods, and everybody thinks the Loch Ness people are fucking morons. They all agree come on, a dinosaur? Get real, motherfucker.
They all agree on that. The Loch Ness people are the worst. Yeah.
The Loch Ness people, come on, man. A dinosaur.
They're the worst.
Get out of here. Yeah. But, I mean, the easiest one for me to believe in, the easiest one is, okay, maybe there's ghosts, but who cares? Who cares? I mean, unless you're like a chronic masturbator or something.
Was just gonna say that. If he's not watching me jerking off, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Who cares?
Who
Right.
cares?
Oh, you like this? Is this fun for you? You know,
This is fun for you?
I can't believe that if you were a ghost, if you were a spirit, you'd be hanging around watching some fucking moron jerk off. I can't believe if you had the universe at your fingertips, that's what you'd be doing.
That's what you would do.
Yeah, that's what you would do. Really? I think you'd be finding Bigfoot or something.
I think you. The ghost shows up. So what you want? You want to watch me jerk? Why don't you go do something with yourself and go find Bigfoot? How's that?
Go find Bigfoot and Loch Ness. Is there a chupacabra? Come on.
I just
Is
want
it
to know.
UFOs? Stupid. Anyway, that's the idea. What do you think? Do you think there's anything there?
Yeah, I like the angles of I definitely like the angles of they all look down on each other. They're snooty.
Dude, all these groups, the Bigfoot people think the UFO people are stupid. There's no crossover. And if there is, I haven't been able to find it. You're telling me that there's a Bigfoot person out there that believes in Loch Ness and believes in chupacabra?
Yeah, I think that's funny that who's like they all think they're at the top of the food chain.
That's great.
But it's all if you look at the politics around the world, you go to every single continent, it's like that. This country looks down on that country. That country looks down on that country. You know what I'm saying? It's just human nature. It's like when you were in high school, jocks look down on we used to have the jocks, the heads, the brains. They all look down on each other. We're the jocks, we're the ones. Oh, we're the potheads, we're cool. And then the nerds. Every group looks down on each other. But the fact that these people looking down on each other is hysterical.
The fact that these people who believe in these mythological things, and that's going to be my stand. Whether it's Bigfoot, Loch Ness, chupacabra, UFOs.
Ghost
sorry.
Hunters.
What?
Ghost hunters.
Ghost hunters. It's BS. Okay. It's just fodder for advertisers.
That's all it is.
On TV, bro.
Let
it go. And let's just say that one of them exists. Let's just say that one of them is real. I think they're fucking with you. I think they're just trying to make more money. Let it go.
Okay, what if you yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I mean, TV. You and I know we've been in this business long enough that television is a business. It would not exist without advertising dollars.
Right.
It would not exist if a TV show is not drawing enough viewers. If it's not drawing enough viewers, it's gone. Okay, so it's all about how many eyes are on that program and how many people are going, okay, I'm going to advertise my product on that program so that I can sell more product.
Right.
If a product is not being sold on this show, then I'm not advertising it anymore. So it's either that or it's money laundering.
It's money laundering.
Dude.
Okay, what if you took this stance? I think if you had this stance throughout the whole bit that all these people are nuts, like the Bigfoot people, they try to convince me like, no, we have DNA evidence. We this Dr. Blebber would have put this bait up in a tree, with bacon and chicken. Basically, he put a McDonald's sandwich up in a tree and wrapped it with double-sided tape. And the next morning, came down, there was hair on the tape. And they analyzed it. They had 5 different universities analyze it. They all said the same thing: Asian mother, unknown species father, and like that's supposed. Okay, and then you could say the
Wait,
chupacabra
wait a second,
people.
Vac. I'm sorry. And all the scientists that conducted this study, the next day were driving brand new cars.
Brand new car, brand new car, beautiful
Yeah,
car, beautiful, beautiful,
beautiful cars.
electric. You could do the same thing with the chupacabra.
Yeah.
Oh, only has 38 teeth. That's it. I'm supposed a wolf has 42. This thing has 38. I'm supposed to go freaking crazy. He didn't floss, lady. He didn't. And so what if and the Loch Ness monster? Okay, a dinosaur from 60,000 years ago survived and is swimming in a lake in Scotland. Are you fucking nuts? What and ghosts? Okay, I'm gonna believe.
What's so special about that lake that this thing survived,
Nothing.
and it didn't happen in Michigan? There's all those lakes.
No,
No
lady, it's still
dinosaur in
canoe.
Michigan.
But here's about this. What about this? You do the ghosts. Oh, you went into an abandoned hospital uh, in Pennsylvania in the middle of January, and your whatever they come up with, find out what the name is. The temperature gauge meter says it's cold. Yeah, lady, it's cold in Pennsylvania in January. Are you seriously gonna? Okay, so what if you just had this whole thing where you pound every one of these groups and you go, they're all nuts. They're all nuts. These people are nuts because we all know it's all about the UFOs. That's real. Like if you didn't,
About the UFO.
if you take a stand on one of them,
I gotta take stand. Yeah,
like whatever the stand is you want to take,
yeah.
whatever it is, like you rip up the Bigfoot, the chupacabra, the Loch Ness monster, the
The
whatever the hell it
obvious
is.
ones.
Oh, the ghosts. You're gonna tell me that if the body's dead, no other society, in the world believes they don't have ghosts. You go to the Amazon, they talk to these tribes. Do you have ghosts? Like, what are you talking about? Ghosts? You're nuts. People are nuts. You're on You're on drugs. You're dreaming. So it's not a ghost. You go to Africa, these tribes. You talk to them. They communicate with them. Do you ever see ghosts? They're not the ghosts. You're crazy. No ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. But find one that's even maybe nuttier than UFOs.
Yeah.
Because UFOs, there are people who tell me the government's releasing information about UFOs. But now, chupacabra, I believe that.
Right? The chupacabra.
Whatever it is,
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
These people are all nuts now. Chupacabra, I believe that. You heard about that? The half werewolf, half man, or half wolf, half man. I totally buy that.
Well, there's another one. There's what was the other one that I was watching? It came right after it. It was something about some kind of people. There's no way I'm going to remember it, especially now. God bless you. Salute.
Salud. Ew.
Back. That's funny as hell.
Like, what if it's you totally
I
dismissing?
take a stance on one because of that.
You make a stand on one.
Yeah.
But it's got to be one. I mean, Bigfoot you have to put down because that's the most famous.
You got to put down Bigfoot. You got to put down Bigfoot. You got to put down. You got to put down Loch Ness.
You got to put down Loch Ness. Can we stop with the Loch Ness?
You got to put down ghosts.
Yeah, it's enough with this. Oh, you're in an abandoned building and you have a sound meter. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
The building's 200
That's what they
years
do.
old. It creaked in the wind. Yeah. I heard it. It was the wind.
Oh, did you feel that? That was an evil presence.
I farted.
No,
That's what it was.
No. There's a draft coming from that window, bro.
Yeah. The building was built in 1840. There's no insulation. Of course, there's a draft.
I mean, you know what? I almost want to do those. I almost want to do that show, because now they have not that I'm, I mean, they have celebrity ghost stories, not that I'm there yet.
Oh, really?
I'm not a celebrity yet, but they got celebrity ghosts. I almost want to do the show. No, I'll go in there. I'll go in that room, and I'll sit in that dark room, Yeah, I definitely feel something. Who cares?
It definitely. What I think, man,
What's
I
he
tell
gonna
you what,
do?
Vinny, if
What's
you
he gonna do? It's what is the word? It's a non is it non-corporal body? There's no physical form.
right,
What's he gonna do? Oh, he's licking my head. Really? Who cares?
you
You
sure
know?
about that? You
And
sure
how
it's
do
not a
you
drip?
know he's licking my?
The ceiling's leaking. No, no, no. I felt the lick.
You know,
Ew.
I'm sure you did.
I would love if we could get together, physically get together, and do a spoof on this.
Yeah.
These ghost hunt, just so we can get an old building, just go through it.
Yeah.
And did you hear that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. Like that I heard. Look, it showed up on the meter. Yeah. It must be the ghost. It's getting
Must be the
cold.
ghost. So do you want some Nutter Butters? I brought some cookies.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Like it'd be us and a camera guy. We go, wait,
Yeah.
wait, do you smell that? Yeah, I smell food. Do you?
Yeah.
What does it smell like? It smells like a hamburger. And then the camera
Yeah.
guy's like, oh, sorry, I got hungry. I got
Yeah,
McDonald's.
right. It's not lunch yet, Mac. What are you doing? All right, we'll take lunch.
And then we flipped. At the end, we flipped the lights on at your house.
Yeah, it's my house. Right. Yeah, right. That's actually a fucking great idea.
You know that, and we have your wife go, Vinny, are you two idiots done yet? I got
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
We're in an abandoned. We're in an abandoned.
By the way, for those of you listening, I sorry, I'm cursing a little more than usual. It's the alcohol.
It's the fucking booze.
It's the
Salud.
forget about it. God bless you.
Good
Salute.
What?
That's funny, Vac. See now, because you know this was just an idea that popped into my head after I saw that show in Birmingham, and I said, "Oh yeah," and then I saw something else online about a buddy of mine who's like a big UFO guy making fun of Bigfoot people, and I'm like, "Really, dude? Come on, you know it's the same shit, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine somebody who believes in Santa Claus and doesn't believe in the Easter Bunny? Same shit. It's the same shit, dude.
Well, you know what they found? In Roswell, they found that the UFO crashed, and it's true because it had double-sided tape around it. And they got fingerprints.
There you go, and that's it.
They got fingerprints.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the jury.
Drop the mic.
Right. See, that gives me see, like I said, it was just a thought.
Yeah.
And I said, this is perfect. I'm not gonna write any jokes. I'm just gonna let Vac and I see if there's any funny there. And this is very funny.
And you know what? We got a lot of stuff there.
Yes.
And you never know. You can say, this might not work. This might work. You go through it. You know,
right.
You try it out.
It'll be fun to find. It'll be fun to find on stage.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm good, brother.
All right, man. This is fun.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
The next drinking podcast, we're gonna do one of Vac's.
You don't want me to show the brand.
Don't show the brand. They got to give us money if we got to. Yeah. They have to give us money, brother.
I'm not going to mention the name, but I'll just say it's a wild bird.
Yeah.
Salud.
Salute. I'm not going to say the brand, but I'm going to say the guy likes. You know what? If he wants to get somewhere, he's on foot.
All right. All right. He's on foot. He doesn't run. Nice
doesn't run.
Face.
Doesn't run. What's the opposite of run? Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to this experiment. I had a blast, but then again, of course I had a blast. Yeah. If you have any ideas for the bits that Vac and I are working on, you can email us at newbitspodcast@gmail.com. Also, news update. If you're a fan of X, formerly known as Twitter, our podcast has a Twitter handle. You can find us at New Bits Podcast on X.
Nice.
So if X is your thing, formerly Twitter, find us and follow us, please. If you write us a review, we will read it. Right, Vac? Good or bad?
Good or bad?
Good or bad?
We don't
Tell
care.
them how to get in touch with you, brother.
The website is gregvac.com, and everything's there. All the links are there.
Same here. If you want to get in touch with me online, the best way to do it is to just go to my website. All my links are there. It's vinnie.com, VINNIE.com. And ladies and gentlemen, we love that you're listening to this podcast. Yeah. We love it so much. We appreciate it. Thank you to all our listeners overseas. We recently found out. Yeah, we recently found out we have listeners overseas, and that is so awesome. Thank you for listening. But if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do that. That helps our visibility. And leave us a review, good or bad. We will read it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want us to say your name or your handle, we will honor that because we're Italian. That's what we do.
We keep our mouth shut.
We keep our mouth. We don't know nothing.
Know nothing about nothing.
We don't know nothing about nothing. This was a lot of fun,
It was
Vac.
great.
Thank you so much, brother.
My pleasure. Thank you, Vinny.
I'll see you online.
All right, man.